Hope everybody's doing good. Before I get started, obviously, a lot of my thoughts and prayers. I got two kids that live in Florida. One of my daughters with two of my grandkids in Tampa, and my other daughter with my other three grandkids in Gainesville. And we have a lot of people that have gotten stranded and put in difficult places. And so obviously I have a lot of thoughts and prayers and going to all the people in Florida, that got hit by the last two recent, but certainly last night's hurricane. Hopefully all the people related to me they are doing well. I know my son's out cutting a bunch of trees for a bunch of people. They're all helping each other out there. So it's devastating south of Tampa and all the way into Bradenton and that area of Florida. But a lot of my thoughts and a lot of wakeless nights, especially last night, thinking about all this. So with that, take any questions you may have.
I know it's a ways off, but do you have any thoughts on maybe going down there during the bye?
I'll worry about the bye when I get to the bye, So my wife just got back in town last night. I know she's going to get a chance to get back home a little bit and help them out. So they got power back in Gainesville, and my daughter in Tampa never did lose power, so she's inland enough to hopefully that ended up being okay.
I guess I'll go to football here, which is an uncomfortable transition.
Thanks for letting me get it out, but no, that's why we're here. So.
What's the challenge with Arizona features?
Well, yeah, one thing that comes to mind with Jeff Rogers, he's been there a long time. He's had 10 fake punts in the last 7 years, so we're preparing for all those. There's a lot of film out there on Jeff, the things that he's done in Arizona, had athletic punters over his time. He had big fake with the punter last year. So that's the first thing for us that we're trying to contain. DJ Dallas has done a tremendous job in kickoff returns for them. He came from Seattle, where he was really returning both kickoffs and punts a year ago. I think he's second in the league right now. He's averaging almost 35 yards a kickoff return. So, I think that's the challenge starts there. They're a physical rush group up front on their punt team. They're having a little issue with the kicker right now. If Prather goes or doesn't go, he's a tremendous player. I had a chance to be around him in the Pro Bowl one year, and Ryland came in and got one block but kicked the winning kick a week ago. So they have a lot of positive things going for them in the kicking game. It'll be a good challenge. Physically, I think they compare to us pretty well. They're a big punt rush unit. They're a big punt team, and the way they're playing on kickoff return is something to be reckoned with right now.
When Ryland was here for his workout, you put those guys through those workouts, I assume?
Well, we're a part of it. We got a chance to see it, yeah. Yeah, he did a good job. We liked him coming out of Maryland, and he went there, and I think he kind of took the workout here and went there and played well, so good for him. But a lot of those guys, they get on the workout circuit as the year goes on, and I think it was a tough competition for him at New England as well. Kind of went down to the end, a little bit like ours did, and sometimes they don't go the way everybody thinks they should. But, kudos to him. He came back and did a good job in that game last week.
Rich, will Bo be matched up at all with Max on any of the special teams?
We may see that. I don't know. Could happen. It's the Melton Bowl, right? And, we loved his brother coming out, as everybody did. But we really love, me in particular, selfishly speaking, I love the Melton we got. He's a special, special person, not only as a player and what he does on the field. I don't know if you saw last week, we tried not to use him much. He was playing a lot of offense, and we had the one shot where we were kind of backed up and we needed him to go out there, and he kind of got a triple, and he went, right by the triple out there, made a big stop, caused part of the fair catch. So we've been on him all week, about playing against his brother, and I've been reading off stats of his brother and giving Bo a lot of crap. So it's kind of exciting when you think about it. Guys in the National Football League, brothers getting to play against each other. I know it's happened, certainly a few other times. The Manning Bowl at one time and some of those things. But for us, having Bo be able to go against his brother, it ought to be fun.
Is Max a gunner?
Max he plays flyer out there, and he's actually leading him in tackles right now. He's done a really good job. So, Bo plays for us some on punt return, and who knows, you could see them go against each other on kickoff and kickoff return.
Do you have a little bit more comfort with Braden after a perfect game like that?
I don't comfort. I thought he came back in a good game, right? We talked about it last week. Had a real good week of practice last week. I think he made some adjustments and some of the things that he needed to fix. And, obviously he had a good game, big kick before the half. I thought he did a good job of handling the timeouts. We called the timeout, and then he got set to go, and they called a timeout. I thought he did a good job handling that. He's had another good week, had a good day yesterday. It was a competitive day. Coach LaFleur did a great job, I thought, putting him in some different team situations, different pressure kicks, and I think Coach will do that again tomorrow. So he's responded well.
Rich, every punter has a miss hit once in a while, but when Daniel has one, is it really surprising? He had the one, what was it, 28-yarder.
Yeah, I think the 28-yard is the one for sure we'd like to have back. I think we went into the game, we were going to be in an arena conducive to us playing well, at punter, and he did a good job of getting the ball in the air. They bounced out the doubles a bunch, so we thought we'd get some hang out of it. I don't think we didn't give up any yards. We certainly would have liked to have had a little greater net. And, the one inside the 20, inside the 10, I think was a really good hit at the time. That's the one, the 28-yarder. He just had a bad drop and put it inside a little bit and just certainly didn't get what we wanted out of it. So is it a surprise? Yeah, it was a surprise. Certainly not what we wanted from him. I know that, he didn't want that. He'd love to have it back. But, again, I think the thing we did a good job with is, we didn't give up any return yards.